Hi guys, Trucker here, and today I want us to learn something about a truck and the trailer unit. And so I have a prototype of a truck at home where we can learn something quickly, right? So I'm going to show you something that a lot of you probably don't know about the trucks and how the trailer unit is connected. So yeah, this is the trailer unit. I'll come to that pretty shortly. So here, oh, sorry. Here, this unit here is what we call the turning table. And let me show you, zoom in properly so you can see. That this is exactly how it looks like with a real truck. So then we call it the turning table, this here. And with the turning table, you can see a small lever here. It's a pull and push lever. When you pull it, it locks by itself automatically and it disengages the locker system here, which the pin from the trailer hooks onto. And so this is how the trailer looks from beneath when you turn the trailer upside down. Yeah, with the two stands, which should help you stand. When you roll it down, it helps you stand when the tractor unit is not part of it. And this is what we call the tractor unit. So you usually hear people saying the head. No, it's called the tractor. And that is a trailer. So this is a pin that connects to this turning table here. And the moment you have it connected, then it means you can draw the trailer. But after you connect it, you usually have here the cables, the light cables, and then the air cables that come all the way from this particular point all the way where you can connect it to some parts of the trailer here where you can have your air flowing through your chambers to fill up to fill up the air tanks to be able to move up the trailer, because this is an air braking system, a complete air braking system, as I have previously spoken about before. So let's try to connect our trailer units, then we can learn one or two things. Right, so we have our trailer unit connected to the tractor, and I mean to say the trailer unit connected to the tractor. Yeah, in here, between here is a space. Here, between the tractor and the trailer is a space. This is just a little space, not so much, and that allows for the free movement of the tractor around when you want to turn around. My lesson here today is that for beginners and even for people who have been on the job for some time, sometimes you tend to forget. When you reverse and you turn to the position which we call the 7 position. We call it 7 because it looks like a 7, the number 7. That is why we call it 7. So this happens mostly when you go to a warehouse and the load has to be offloaded from this point. I mean, this is a fridge container, and the load is offloaded from the back. But then when you have like a normal container, 20 footer or sometimes 40 footer, but in most cases 20 footers, so there are trailers that can take 2 of the 20-footer containers. And so they put one exit here and then the other exit here, so it's easier for them to offload. When you go to a place like that, like a warehouse, given that type of container, and then they have to discharge the load, that means at all costs you have to position yourself this way, so there'll be space enough for the container doors to open. That's why we have the 7 position. When you have this position, when you're reversing into this position, it's mostly quite difficult to do, because at a point the trailer unit stands still whilst the head keeps moving. So it's mostly difficult to do. Yes, but however, when you're reversing into this position, keep into consideration the space in between the tractor unit and the trailer. Because however, if you overdo it, you'd end up hitting your cowl. The cowl is the body of the tractor. You end up hitting your cowl against the tractor unit, and you damage your tractor unit from the side. At the same time, damage you damage your tractor unit. At the same time, damage your trailer unit as well. So these here are spoilers. These are spoilers just to help with the aerodynamics of the truck. The hood spoilers and then the side spoilers. Yeah. Yet again, the pin that couples the turning table from beneath, which I previously showed you, can easily come off by itself if you overdo it. So if you over reverse into this position and if you overdo it, the pin can automatically be disengaged and your trailer can come off without you noticing. So when you get back into a position or you try to move forward, you notice the trailer will just drop off and will just land on the floor. So these are some of the tips I would want to give you as a beginner or as somebody who is already into truck driving, that you always keep your eyes when you're reversing on the space between the two, the space between the tractor head and then the trailer unit. And lastly, before I even conclude with the video, the cables that you see behind the tractor unit connected to the trailer, which supplies both electricity and both air inflow and outflow to the trailer unit and to the tractor, can also tear up in the process of you overturning the trailer unit or in the process of you overturning the tractor unit. So you can damage those wires as well. Why? Because the wires connect from this end all the way this way. The moment you're in this position, yes, they are flexible wires, but when you overstretch them, you end up tearing them or even cause damages to them, where you can have air leakages and what have you not. So in simple terms, just be cautious when you're reversing into the 7 position, or even normally when you're just doing a normal reverse. Just be extra cautious, because there are a lot of factors that can be damaged in the process of you reversing into that position as well. So this is one of the few educative segments from me, and these are a couple of tips from me. In the next video, I'll show us how to reverse and couple the trailer properly. Tips on how to properly reverse and couple the trailer. Yeah. So stay safe and keep your eyes on the road.